Verloren versus Infiltration is a match I would like to watch. If you guys are game, let's jump into this. I actually think that this matchup is a little easier for Infiltration to build his stores and play his game. You know what I mean? So the difference in Rashid and Cammy is that when Rashid corners you, it's very difficult to escape, and his pressure is much more overwhelming and has less chances for you to escape, right? But it's really difficult to kind of get those stores and run from Rashid. Cammy, you can do it a little bit better. So yeah. Damn, Bujin style firing shots are in. Oh man, it's a no-go. I just talked about how getting stores is a little easier, and you saw that it didn't really happen right there. Why was Rip at Montreal? There was a booth there. Bud Light did a booth about fighting games, and he was there doing MC work, as far as I understand. So, interesting little situation. He lands the drill. Standing light kick. Standing light kick is +1, but he goes for a throw bait, it looks like. Or he tried something else and he couldn't get it. Shooting fireball here gets dive kicked on. That's interesting, right? It shows that he is aware of the dive or the fireball. I think if you're Infiltration, you need to see that and right away know that you should uppercut if he does that again. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We're already learning. Do you see this? You see how cool this is? Fighting games are tight as fuck because a really, really, really strong player will see something one time. One time is all it took, and Infiltration was ready. See that? It just took one. It just took one little moment for Infiltration to be ready. See how fast it happened? He whiffs the jab. That makes him jump. Boom, clean uppercut. We're playing video games.
Look at him just micro-walking into that position where he can punish Jury if she decides to try and charge.
Yeah, we're playing video games. Verloren and Infiltration are both from Korea, and the Korean players stream their tournaments a lot. That was a good throw bait. They stream their tournaments a lot, so I don't know if I've seen these two play, but I'm sure that it's not the first time. Wow, he stayed in the front? That was hella ambiguous. Chip. Very smart choice. I think that this is a worthwhile trade. As Cammy doesn't need meter to function, obviously he hasn't spent any bar this round. And I think that this is worthwhile to spend CA on, right? Because Infiltration is one-hit kill range, it is worthwhile to spend your meter to respect that he could kill you and just spend the ball. You know what I mean? Can I be kind and rewind the tech I just... Are you talking about the uppercut? It's not tech in particular. It's the fact that there's this closed dive kick, right? That gets shot right over the fireball. And Infiltration needs... He recognizes at this moment, the first time it happens. The first time it happens that jump close dive kick is going to be a threat in the corner. So the next time there's an opportunity for this, which is as soon as space is created here, he cleanly uppercuts it. He's prepared. That's a really good reaction. That's a really good, like, kind of change on his mind game. And Verloren counters it with the walk-up throw after, which is pretty sick. It's pretty sick. I like this set between them already. I'm a big fan. I can't believe this stayed in the front, by the way. That was hella ambiguous. This is plus. When he does the drill into that activation, it's plus. It's plus.
That's going to be chip out. That's going to be chip out.
For a while, I thought he would have gone to the other side.
What up, a Q perspective?
Saw that Infiltration was in dangerous chip range.
Why didn't Cammy super? He supered there to chip, but if you're talking about earlier, I don't think he had the meter. Good punish. Yeah, he's chasing him down really well. Oh, he tried to throw bait. He's chasing down the stores, the fireball stores, right? He's not allowing Infiltration to store fireball safely. No uppercut.
Go for that light charge.
Because it actually controls a lot of horizontal.
There it is. That's safe on block. So even if that wasn't a confirm, it's not a big deal.
Walk in and out, and do her mix-ups.
Of course, with the medium and the hard charge.
That was that close buffer we talked about. Didn't work. He can't safely store here, right? Because the threat of crouching medium kick.
Right. Oh, fierce. No confirm.
Oof.
And that medium.
You know what's funny is I feel like somebody asked me what Verloren's playstyle is. I feel like it's funny because I feel all the Korean players are sort of similar in one aspect. And the one aspect is that they really like that high APM playstyle. I feel like Korean players really like to be doing stuff. Always. You know what I mean? So like, even think about their players. When I think about the Korean players, I think about they're super high octane and no matter what they do. Like if you think about Punko is just doing stuff all the time. He constantly wants to be like boom, 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 going, right? If you look at Infiltration, he's like a defensive playstyle, but he's always moving, jabbing, whiffing, storing, running, right? It's like the super fast pace, like he's always going. If you look at Verloren is offense based, and he's a little bit more patient than a lot of offense based players, right? But he's always moving, going, doing stuff. Like he's probably doing the least out of the three of them as an example. But yeah, I feel like all Korean players, when I think about their play style, it's like they're super like kind of scrambly and fast, right? Is how I think about them. They're all, the Korean players that I can think of sort of all have that play style. And you notice that each region in the world all sort of always have that play style that they all adapt to, right? That's kind of how I feel about each region. Like each place in the US, everywhere, you can tell that they all have their own play styles as well. And that's sort of, not every player will always follow it, but there is stuff like that, which is really interesting. Like, look at the way Infiltration is always doing stuff. And the high octane reactions, constant movement, always like aggression from Verloren, it reminds me of that too, right? Oh, he thought it was a counter hit confirm. Or maybe not even a counter hit confirm. He thought the fierce hit, so he tried to hit confirm. Europe is currently developing the freestyle. Hey man, don't tell that to Logan Sama. He also tweeted that America would never win a premiere in Street Fighter 5, you know? So, you know. Later, Shinster Gaming. Have a good one. Counter hit confirmed. There it goes. When one of us, I don't remember who it was, one of us predicted that the US would win a premiere at final round. He was like, America's not winning no premieres.
You have a teacher?
Logan.
Like, for Street Fighter, can you beat this?
I feel like his predictions are always fine unless it's about America losing or Europe winning. He said Daigo wouldn't win a premiere. Man, that's right. Look at him go. Verloren is doing such a good job, by the way, of preventing Infiltration from storing or charging anything, right? He doesn't let him get the V skills. He doesn't like, he doesn't allow him to store the fireballs. It's really important. I think Ibuki is really good. I mean, the thing about Ibuki, I don't think you can undervalue her in the sense that, like, no other character has the sort of ability to mix you up the way she does, and her damage is so good, her V-trigger is good. Wow, that wasn't plus, huh? Look at him go, he's all over him. Oh, that frame traps you. Yeah, you can't hit a button there. Roundhouse into the roundhouse store will frame trap. Ah, that could have been medium kick DP. Maybe that's what he tried. They changed that input in this version, right? It used to be kicks, now it's punches. So now you see Infiltration can't store. Yeah, he's scared to store at the start of the round, right? You can tell that he's sort of waiting to store. He like whiffs a jab to try to bait him. And then the second he actually does store, he's ready.
That's what it's called. But we're just gonna call it the light charge.
And this is where it gets real tough. Before, yeah, Sako was an Ibuki player in Street Fighter 4.
Okay, let's just call it the Fuha. Nice idea from Infiltration.
Alright, this is like his only opportunity. He has, now that he escaped the corner, yeah, uh-oh. Uh-oh, that was not a safe store. Crushed him. I don't think he was prepared for the crush because he had just been hit by a normal before it, and I don't think he even had time to see it.
And there it is, the activation.
Standing medium kick, fireball, super good. Yep, he should be dead. No, he wants to store at the end. He didn't spend any bar.
I'm not sure if that was the right decision. It is.
Wow.
Confident that he can take the round.
Punk is not winning. Akira, all your predictions are always wrong. You predict everything wrong. You actually have the worst predictions. You know a lot, but you're bad at predicting. You know what it is? I feel like you don't have, you might not have, you don't have like your own tournament experiences or something to like know what tournament is like, you know? You need more of that. Your predictions are always bad. Your knowledge is great. You're too textbook. That's what it is. You're too textbook.
Okay, Verloren looking really good. Oh, V reversals. Get
You think about things how they're supposed to happen, right? You think about things how only they're supposed to happen. You don't consider the other factors. That's what I'm thinking. You think about things too textbook. That's not a blow up. I'm saying Akira knows more about Street Fighter than probably 98% of people. He's like, he knows more than like 98% of people, right? He just has bad predictions because he's too on the nose. Counter hit. He didn't trust him to hit. He didn't trust him to hit the meaty. He didn't trust him. He didn't believe in it. I think you have to manually time that. 98% of people aren't playing SF, so that's probably right. There's 740 people watching a rerun analysis of a Street Fighter tournament at 3 o'clock on a Sunday. I think there's plenty of people playing SF. It's a good meme, but there are plenty of people watching and playing Street Fighter, even if you don't like that that is the case. I'm sorry to let you know. I'm sorry if that makes you upset. There's lots of great fighting games. I love tons of them, including Street Fighter.
Right, and that was a huge missed opportunity from Verloren. He did not confirm the drill into the super.
It's 11 p.m. in the UK. Jesus.
Will he let that get to him though? Infiltration up 2-0.
I think people like watching this, even if they don't like Street Fighter, because it's fun to appreciate solid fighting game choices, right? You know what I mean? It's fun to watch any high-level game. It doesn't matter what the game is, right? I actually think that this is just a fact. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of competitive games. It doesn't matter what the game is. But watching high-level play is always super fascinating, right? Because seeing how good someone can be, like seeing the level that people can hit, is super impressive. It doesn't matter the game. You have all watched like some fucking guy hit like 1,000-note Guitar Hero fucking shit, and you've been like, this fool is crazy. You know, or you just watch any kind of like weird, obscure skill. Like you've seen a kid solve a Rubik's Cube in 4 seconds, and you're like, damn, this kid is wild. That's actually super crazy. Like everybody has seen some shit like that, and you just appreciate talent and ability. So even if you're not a fan yourself, you can like sort of like appreciate that other people have succeeded in a skill that takes work and time.
One game away from eliminating his
yeah, if you're a first-person shooter fan, you watch Injustice and you're like, man, this guy's aim is incredible. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
Confirmed there. And you know, Verloren started out really well. It looked like he had a game plan against.
That's not. I don't know why he tried to punish that. That's -2. This right here is safe. It's safe on block. I wonder why he did that. Oh, that was an uppercut for sure, right? Is Jury any good? She's okay. Not great. Oh, he didn't get the combo because it counter hit. Did you see how far the pushback was? The fireball counter hits, so he's so far when he tries crouching short. Any headset recommendations? There's only a few that I can think of. Most of them happen to be HyperX headsets. You can pick up the HyperX Stinger right now for the low price of $50. It's the best gaming headset under 50 bucks, by the way. I'd check it out. Anyway.
Any trade will be good for Infiltration. He just needs to chip away at Verloren.
I need a fucking slide. I need a slide. You know, I need some kind of a slide. You know what I mean? I don't have any way to do it. And you can slide on over and pick up the HyperX Revolver right now. It's available. Check it out. Look at that. Beautiful colorway and amazing headset quality. The sound is incredible. It's ridiculous.
I think that Verloren is just respecting Infiltration too much right now.
Will we see a Jury in grand finals here in the Capcom Pro Tour?
Possibly. Maybe even a Cammy.
This might be Infiltration's coming out. Finally, who knows? Oh my goodness.
Is he stunned? No.
Not stunned yet. One stun will end.
So this is actually probably my favorite thing about Jury's fireball. Her fireball could be way better than it is, right? Her fireball could be way better than it is. But one thing that's very interesting about it is, we talked about how earlier, right, he tried to punish it. Up close, it's -2. Up close, it's -2. But when you space out the fireball, like max distance fireball like this, and it has travel time, she is actually has time to go up and press a button. It's very interesting. Does he have enough damage to kill? He should, right? That was a sick round. So despite him sticking his tongue out and also having good reactions to shut down the drill or the store with the low medium kick drill and also the V skill store, Infiltration was just too scrambly, and he was, I feel like there's a little bit of kind of like misknowledge, maybe? I don't know what it was from Verloren. It seemed like there was some stuff that he tried that I was like a little skeptical about.